fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened?
Welcome.
For what? Am I welcoming to what? This stoner sesh, or
Come
the
on
fact
in.
that you've got no weed? Do you have no weed right now? Is that seriously what's going on?
No, I just can't smoke indoors.
You can't smoke indoors.
Well, not the flowers.
Not the flowers. Who said anything about the flowers?
Well, I don't have any. I might see how empty I am.
Oh shit, that's really bad.
Yeah, there's just this like thin little
line.
Kind of like
you were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah, I was just like fumes, living off fumes. They don't even sell CBD vapes in Iowa. There ain't shit.
Because they're pussies.
All you can vape is tobacco in this place. That's it.
Gives you cancer when you're in your 50s.
What, the tobacco vaping?
Nah, I don't
or
know.
everything.
Yeah, everything gives you cancer.
Yeah. Right?
Damn.
How do I don't want to be looking at myself this much.
I told you there's a way. Yeah, there you go. There's an option.
All right. How did you know that I did it?
I could just sense it. I'm gonna hide myself too, so I can just
feel
kind of.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Because I was like, I need to stop looking at myself this much. It's ridiculous.
It's
like a mirror, like it, and then it's like, am I really like in the conversation if I keep like looking at myself that much? No,
not really. See, I told you this would be a better experience. It feels better, and I feel more. Like.
I feel more,
and I'm awful coffee.
Everybody's gonna tune out.
They always
Dave
do.
says that apparently we have a bigger is it viewership, listenership, participation. We have more
of you,
larger following.
Yes,
yeah, more views than we ever have. We have like an influx happening.
Mm-hmm.
I also think we've been more consistent. We put in a lot more effort. Like I've definitely. I mean, we've been this consistent before for sure, but I've definitely been trying to like make it a priority because it's just a priority of mine. Yeah.
The only thing that comes to mind right now is the simple fact that I have this weird connection with Lenny Bruce. Do you know who Lenny Bruce is?
No.
Okay. He was an old-timey comic that lived back in the 1960s. And Lenny Bruce kind of sounded a little bit like this. He had a little flair, the way he would talk and his humor, and his style was kind of different. No, but like that's how he talked, and I picked this up from like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is a TV show that was on Amazon Prime because they had Lenny Bruce in the TV show, and you know me, like I fall in love with accents, and if I fall in love with an accent, I want to learn everything about that accent, and I want to do it. And when I heard that voice, when I heard the Lenny Bruce, I had to give it a try. It's kind of nice to sound like this. You make people laugh a little. But yeah.
Yeah. Your accents are always impressive.
No, they're not. They're amateur.
I think they're really, really fun.
Yes.
Brett was telling me about some comedian that was like, doing all these accents. It was like something on Netflix or whatever, like a showcase of a comedian or whatever.
A Netflix special. Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix special, comedian or whatever. This comedian was doing like a bunch of different impressions. Gosh, I'm gonna blank out the combination but he started doing impressions, and then he let the crowd call out different impressions, and then eventually he let the crowd call out so many different impressions, and he would do them that he started calling two at a time and doing like combo. So he did like I'm gonna ruin it, but I think he did like a Donald Trump meets Batman. And he like put like the two together and did like a Batman Trump like impression. But he was taking two impressions and putting them into one. Like he'd do like a Robert De Niro, like, and then like a fictional character, like put them together.
Do you?
But
Yeah,
it's a cool idea, right?
it
I
is.
don't know how you could pull it off. I don't know how you put the two together.
So,
I could do like a accent of someone in a different situation. Like you take like a Rocky Rocky Balboa and you put him like, in a different scenario. I wish that I
mhm.
could do a Rocky Balboa. You Adrian, Adrian. That's my There we go.
I love it. No,
Adrian.
the way
I
that
had to give it one big last like shot at the end. Yeah.
Jesus. No, but you bring up a good point though, because like one thing you have to like learn, a thing that I've had to learn, like especially when you do imitations and impersonations, take like New York. Okay, I have a New York accent, but I have an upstate New York accent. So it's kind of like a New York accent, but with a twist, with a Southern twist. So, but then when you're dealing with people that are in the city, you deal with somebody, for example, like they're from Manhattan. People from Manhattan are more upper class. They kind of have more of a clear way of how they talk. So there's still New York, but it's not as heavy or strong. When you get to Bronx is just filthy. Like the animals over there, like they kind of have their accents all over the place. Like it's kind of like Latina and black and kind of Asian. It's everywhere. Then you deal with Queens. Queens is kind of also kind of dirty like Bronx. But the thing about Queens is you kind of get a little style over there. Brooklyn is a whole different story, honey. Brooklyn, we smell piss and cats and fucking homeless people all over the subway. You can go fuck yourself, you royal animal, you cocksucker. But then you deal with people from Long Island. People from Long Island, they're kind of smooth with how they talk. They're still New Yorkers, but they're slower with how they're kind of talking to you. See what I did there? I just did the entire 5 boroughs, including upstate New York.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And it's one accent. We all say, we all have say like talk or somewhere around those lines. We have a thing with our R's. And the way we say water. Right, exactly. Yes, you're raising your hand.
That's me fixing my camera.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because my face is so white that like if I move around it focuses out like it I don't know. We were trying to fix it. It's pretty
What?
sad. I don't know. We're dealing with like translucentness,
Yeah,
like
we can
Edward
see
Cullen.
right through Karissa. Right through her brain. Okay? We could see right through her brain. Like right there.
You'd be able to see my teeth. Like you see like right through my cheeks. But you actually can see through my skin. That's why it's pink. That's the blood that's under my skin. So you actually can see through my
Jesus.
skin.
Oh my god.
Like,
you have a way of just turning everything dark. I'm loving this.
but like when you take like a light, like a flashlight, and you put your hand over it and it's like pink, it's kind of the same thing. Like,
damn. So what you're saying is like
see,
you
like,
have no melanin in your skin. Like
a little bit.
it's like a touch, it's like a dash of salt, just
a little bit.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
A little bit there.
Oh my god.
I don't know. We
White
were talking
culture.
about accents.
What?
I was gonna talk about accents in Iowa.
Accents in Iowa.
Yeah,
Iowans.
some people sound kind of southern, and I'm like, we're not in the South. Like, I don't really know what that is. But when I was down in Florida,
we don't have a
when I was down in Florida,
we don't have a southern accent. It's only
different.
Yeah, I kind of developed
My
a little bit of
sister,
Floridian in my voice. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alyssa watched this show called The Detour, and it was just like
Tell me more. Okay.
There's a TV show. It's about this like family where like something happens with their plane tickets. They decide they're gonna go on like a road trip because they're not going on the plane. I have no idea what happened, but so they're gonna take a road trip together as like a family. And there's this one part where like the dad is like driving on the road trip and the mom like falls asleep, and he like just keeps like driving and driving and driving until he like ends up in like the middle of nowhere, like the wilderness or whatever.
You mean the Midwest?
And I don't know. It's like they're driving through like freaking like the Appalachian, like Kentucky, or like, or they're in like Alabama, or they're in like some
The South.
hodunk part of Texas.
Okay.
They're in some shit.
Okay.
And
Jesus.
yeah,
I'm loving this.
They're driving, and I don't know if they're going from Seattle or they're going from LA, or like where they're going from, or if they went from New York down to, I don't know where the hell they're going, but they pull off. The mom falls asleep, the dad like pulls over or whatever, and he's like at a gas station trying to get gas, and she wakes up and she's like, where the fuck are we, and she's like looking around or whatever, and there's these like just like big, like burly, like hillbilly hunting like type guys like in the parking lot, and they got like a big like truck, and they're like pulling all these guns out of it, and like they got all their hunting like camouflage on and their hats, and like they're all getting ready to go like on a hunting thing. And like no one really noticed them yet, but she gets out and she's like yelling at her husband, and she's like, what the fuck is this place, like where are we, like what is going on? And the hillbilly people turn around, and I mean they've got like carcasses of like animals that they're like pulling out of this like truck and stuff, like who knows, maybe they're done hunting. I guess hunters like hunt really early or something, I don't even know, or they hunt like all day long, I have no idea. But he turns to the couple that's like from the city, and he says to them, what you doing there? And like,
hey!
There's a clip of it on YouTube if you just type in what you doing there.
What you doing there?
It became like a family inside joke after that, to like kind of say to each other, what you doing there? Like, and it'd be like, I don't know, like it, like you're like in there watching TV or whatever, and your sister comes by and she's like, what you doing there? Like, and it's just one of the most hillbilly-ish things you could say almost. But if you say it even more hillbilly-ish to the point where you can't even understand what it is the person's saying, like, what you doing there? Like, don't move your mouth, like just like kind of let it like come out like the worst you possibly can. What you doing there?
Oh my god, Jesus, honey. Oh what I was gonna say was, one of the things like I've kind of loved is like words like nothing, and you kind of say it's so stupid, because to me like nothing is southern. It's like nothing. Like, what you doing? Nothing. Like, what goes by you? Nothing. Like, have you fleed? Nothing.
We used to say like nuttin'.
Nothing.
Which sounds a lot like nutting.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did she just say that? Oh my god. Is it just me, or does time go slowly on Squadcast?
Yeah, it means you're having fun. When time goes slower, that means that you're really enjoying the experience.
The opposite? I thought time goes really fast.
Listen, okay, like
shit, I think it's the other way around, because the pandemic felt real long.
Oh my god. Shit. You want to go down that rabbit hole, honey? We go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, because being 21 flew by real quick.
When the pandemic happened, I was 21 years old. And
You mean when that lady ate that bat in the... Wait. You were 25 years old when that happened?
No, I was 20... Jesus, honey, I am stoned. Do not play with this brain. Okay, I was 21 in 2020, and right now I'm 25. And
I know.
my life couldn't be better, honestly. Like, my life is,
Aww.
I know, like, both of our lives are pretty great right now. I know, like, we're kind of like rubbing it in people's face, like, in your face, okay? In your
Hey,
face.
listen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, honey.
I'm not throwing anything in anyone's
Oh, yes, you
face.
are, honey.
I'm
Like,
just
having
happy for my friend.
No, it's like this new attitude of where if you try to be like happy, your life is going well, it's kind of like, oh, look at those people. They're happy. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Yuck.
Oh my gosh, we're both like so lit up. Yeah, no, I mean, I spent a lot of time feeling sad and lonely. Like, I felt like really, really intense, like heartbreak, really, really intense
Do you
heartache.
want to elaborate a little bit
Really,
more as to what we're talking about? Because I know what we're talking about, but I don't really think people that are listening to this will know exactly what we're talking about.
Dave and I have both been single for a very long time, and we didn't think that people that we like and wanted to be with actually existed out there in the world. We kind of were like, I keep meeting people, but nobody's somebody that I want to like be with. And Dave and I both kind of found that recently, more or less. And it's just like we're both kind of just talking to each other about it a lot recently, and it's just kind of like different. Like, I don't know, I haven't experienced like a happy relationship in a long time, and then like the whole Valentine's Day thing. Valentine's Day hasn't been a good thing for me in a really long time. Like, I usually just kind of like ignore it or like try to make it, not about love, make it about like, like give a gift to my friends or like, try to like kind of make myself not feel so down, just like work, stay focused, like whatever. But yeah, I think it is really amazing to be happy.
It is.
I mean, I think being in therapy. Honestly, I think that I advise it to anybody. Like if you're having trouble finding a good partner or something like that, I think a lot of what makes having the relationship that I have right now possible is the work that I did on myself and the therapy that I went through and the stuff that was taught to me by the great and late Joan Lashkar.
Did you say who is Joan Lashkar?
She's my therapist that passed.
Oh, right. Yes. We've talked about her on this podcast.
She really, really pushed me to like get out there and like try to meet people. And a lot of what I told you about, trying to push you to get out there and meet people were just things that she said to me that I reverberated to you. So
You
we both kind of got ourselves out there because of her.
but correct, but the thing was you helped me. You really helped me open up myself to allowing myself to like be in a relationship, and be able to like understand that being afraid and being scared is all normal, and not to rush into things, and to have more of an open approach, instead of more of a closed and narrow. And I just feel really thankful. Like, not only to have you in my life, but, to have that,
Yeah, have good relationships with people around you.
to have a boyfriend, and to be able to accept the fact that, like, being single is great, but it's not great for everybody, you know, and it's also important to experience something in your life at least once.
I think
Sorry.
there's a time.
In
There's
a
definitely a
place.
time for it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's definitely a time for being single, and to each their own. But I
Yes.
do feel like for me, it's not a good thing to be stuck in it for a really long time. Like, I just don't think that that is the best version of my life, you know, and what I want and how and what makes me feel, you know. I just it's absolutely crazy. But I do think the time that I spent solo also contributed to where I am now in my life. Like, I spent a lot of time on my own, and it gave me the freedom to make the decisions that I needed in order for myself to like grow in the way that I wanted my life to like grow and change. Um I mean, it was nice to just be like, okay, like now I'm going to move. Like, you know, like when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's like you got to talk about it and, you know, is that okay with you? And I mean, even like classes and school and schedules and, you know, all kinds of stuff. You kind of got to like go back and forth with
But
people about stuff. I had the freedom of just doing whatever the fuck I want, like
the thing
as soon
is
as I
that
thought of it.
the thing though is it's really great when you get that time to plan, you know, and kind of figure out things. I am one of those that also like just like going with the flow. You know, we'll kind of figure it out like when we get there. And kind of the cool thing is me and him, we love to just take walks together. You know, and that's like our thing is we walk and we hold hands. And
Yeah.
I love that, you know?
I love it too. We do that a lot too, and it's just sucks that the weather's been kind of difficult.
It's hard when the weather's bad. 100%. Yes.
Yeah, we like we'll try and like go for a walk, and then we both are like
Mm,
shivering. We're like, good God, like we
no.
really underestimated how cold it is out there. And it just got cold again. Um I don't know.
Again,
I wish
like it's
I
literally legit
Yeah.
snowing
No,
in
it's
Iowa.
been, like, cold in general, but it was, like, motherfucking freezing, like, maybe a few weeks ago, and so we had, like, a couple weeks of, like, you know, I don't wanna die weather, and then now it's kinda back to, like, really fucking cold again. Don't quite wanna die, but
Oh my god.
thought about it.
Oh my god. This is the weather news directly from Karissa. It's like, I don't want to
Iowa
die
weather.
weather or fucking cold. Okay, it's I don't want to die. Fucking cold. There was above fucking cold.
It was I don't wanna die weather, but at least we haven't gone back to that. It was I want to die
Oh
weather.
my god, I want to die.
Then it turned
Jesus.
into no, I don't wanna die weather.
Oh
And then
my god.
now it's kinda I'm not sure whether,
Oh my
you
god.
know? Not really. It's
This
really
is
not that bad out,
gold.
but
This is
I
fucking gold.
cannot
Yes.
imagine, like, no.
What?
Okay, yeah.
No, I love you
Being
for
with Brett
this.
gives me
I love this.
reasons to live. Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
Brett gives you reasons to live. Oh, Jesus.
definitely life is like more like,
Hmm.
hey, you know, like it's like like if you took all the pros and cons and like put them all on a list and stuff, you know, like living or dying, and then now you've got like Brett on the living list. It's like, oh, hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of thought the same
Remember
way.
how afraid I used to be of him like seeing the podcast, and now I'm just like, like no, I am afraid. I hope he doesn't see that.
No, it's cute. It's cute though because like I've talked to Joey about this, and he like the thing is, as long as like we've discussed it before and we've kind of agreed about it, I haven't like we haven't really gone into any detail, to be honest. You know, we've kind of like gushed over the lines, you know, like primarily what we've been talking about for the past like 24 minutes and 50 seconds. Now it's going up. But anyway. All we're saying is being in a relationship is kind of incredible. And this podcast is us just getting fucking stoned and just talking and schmoozing. And I feel amazing, and you feel amazing.
We're both in a happy place. Like, it's really odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How crazy. I know. Look at David's hickey.
Jesus Christ, Chris!
oh, Dave. I thought about it. Like, I was like, I should not say that on the podcast. Like,
people can see the video of the podcast, but like, people are still listening to the audio. Now they know. Now they fucking know. No.
I just feel like it was the perfect time. Like, wasn't it? Like,
no, honestly, I'm laughing also because like people have been noticing like since after Valentine's Day.
I know, you told me about it. You told me that people were giving you shit, and I was like, oh, people just like to do that.
Know.
And then I did it.
Oh my god. No, it's okay. Like,
oh my god, David, like, probably, like, you know, wet himself or something just now. I'm kidding. You're not an older woman.
There's no filter with you right
Sometimes
now.
I laugh so hard, I pee a little. You're not totally wrong.
No, you... No filter. Like, literally none.
That's what the podcast is for.
No, like...
Just say crazy shit.
I know this is fucking great. Like, I don't know if he wants me to be revealing this much, Karissa.
Oh god, okay, I'll stop. What did I say other than the hickey? I didn't say anything that bad.
No, you're not. You're cool.
It was just the hickey. That's the only secrets I gave away.
Okay, here's the tea.
Right? Did I say more?
No, it's cool.
That was it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like, there is a video version of this podcast, and I do have to explain this to a certain degree. Point being said, Valentine's Day, eh? Boyfriend, okay. All right. I'm in my mid-20s. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Now, the next day, I go to my mom.
David! What's that on your neck?
My mom was like, do you want me to give you foundation? And I was like, no. These bad boys are going to be... What? No. I want to wear foundation.
Just tell him to, like, do it, like, right, like, here. Like, on, like here. I don't know. Don't tell him what to do. I hated that. I remember I had, like, an ex that was like, don't give me a hickey. I don't want everyone to see it. Like, do it down here or something. And I was like, you suck. I want to put hickeys all over you.
I'm telling you.
Shut up. Stop being a fucking puss. See, Dave, you're not a puss. What? You, like, wear your hickey like, fuck yeah. Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
ain't putting makeup on that shit. You work, yeah.
We worked for that, okay? Together. Might I add, all right? Like, but again, what I kind of like wanted to point out too is memories and moments. I appreciate the moments with people that I care about tremendously, but having a moment with a partner, I've never truly been able.
Dave's really, really excited.
I'm very excited. I've never been able to truly experience it. I've never been able to experience that with somebody else. And I'm happy that I've been able to find somebody that I can do that with. Oh my god, is that Louis? Oh,
Yeah, can you hear him?
Oh my god, Louis. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so
Snort, Louis. Like, do like a really big snort.
oh, Louis. This is the director of American Groove. He's going to be bumped up to senior director very, very soon. Come on, Louis.
Did you hear it or not?
No.
Anyways, he's a good boy.
Mm.
He's being really snuggly. He wants to just kind of like lay on my lap, and he's like kind of melty, and I don't know. He acts like he ate a lot of food, which I think maybe he did. I gave him some of that really bougie Parmesan cheese that I was telling you about.
Cheese tax. Cheese tax.
Yes, it was a cheese tax for sure. Yeah. He likes that
Aw.
cheese tax.
Come on, they all love it.
But he also like he's picky about the cheese tax. Like eventually, like it's now gotten to the point where like he won't just eat like regular ass cheese.
It has to be booze cheese. Yep, just
Yeah,
like his
it's
mama.
ridiculous.
He takes after his mama. There you go.
He can tell,
Mhm.
like if it's like cheap or fancy.
Oh my god! Next thing you know, he'll be needing a pillow to sleep. Silk.
I mean, he has a dog bed and he has pillows, but he doesn't have silk pillows. That's crazy.
No, isn't that crazy? I never thought that was real. There's no way on earth that people allow dogs to sleep on silk pillows. Do you think that's real? Silk pillows?
I bet it used to happen. I don't know. I mean, like buying some silk, you know, like depending on what type of silk, you can get like some silk and like put some stuffing in it and make a fucking pillow for your dog. It's really not impossible. It doesn't have to be like extremely expensive, you know. I don't know. People are like, I can't get nice things. It's like, yeah, that's because you don't try to make them yourself. I don't know. Like, I there's no way I could have made those boots. David went shoe shopping with me tonight. I got off work. I had him on the phone with me, and I was on the phone, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, there's nowhere to go shopping out in Iowa.
And I said, famous footwear.
And I was like, ah.
That's where I got my Doc Martens from, by the way. I got my Doc Martens for $100.
I don't like Doc Martens.
Too bad.
I mean, I like them on other people. Like, I think they look good, but...
Do you know what's funny?
What?
Okay. You could tell me about, with Brett,
No, I was just talking about shoe shopping.
Well, I know. I was going to talk about shoe size. Do you know that me and Joey are the same shoe size?
Oh, David, your feet are huge.
Mm-hmm. And he's taller than me. So it's amazing. Like, we ever have problems with shoes, it's like, same size. Nice.
So does that mean that your guys' dicks are identical?
No comment.
Good answer.
Thank you, Karissa. Again, unfiltered Karissa.
No filter.
No
yeah,
filter.
I know.
None. Like, going straight into my personal life, like, throughout this
That's
entire
exactly
recording.
what everyone was thinking when you said that your shoes are the same size. Everybody was like, I wonder if their dicks are identical in size.
No comment.
So that means they're not.
I never said that. I'm not. Okay.
Fine.
No, we are not. No. Sorry.
Okay, so you guys have the same shoe size. That's cool. Brett and I do not have the same. My shoes are significantly smaller than his. AKA my vagina is smaller than his. Just kidding. You just have. Hopefully a viewer laughed at that stupidity.
We do have to. We do have to wrap this up, honey, because I do have to jump on. I know.
I'm ugly. Yeah, I know.
This is actually, I think, the shortest American Groove episode that we've made.
It was good. It's you know, I'm gonna try and like drag it out as long as I can until you really have to go. You know, but yeah.
It is 9:57 p.m. my time, which means I start at 10, which is in.
Oh yeah, you have another recording scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, believe it or not, besides this incredible, talented, amazing person named Karissa Andrews, Dave over here doesn't always do it on American Groove. I sometimes do it on Lost in the Groove, where I interview artists and shit. So check that out as well. But anyway, got to talk about you for a minute. So if people want to reach out and ask you stupid shit and dumbass questions, they can go on Instagram.
Reasonable questions.
Reasonable? No, reasonable. Honey, you gave us the unfiltered Karissa. Like, now it's too late. Now it's
all questions.
All questions. Cool.
Aside from sexual questions, no thank you.
You went straight.
Unless they're like decent, you know, but like otherwise, like don't be a fucking weirdo.
Oh my
okay?
god.
We'll block your shit.
Hey.
We blocked that one weirdo.
Yes,
He
we
was being
did.
a fucking perv.
You
Yeah.
got back
Okay,
in.
David's trying to wrap this shit up, and I'm like, remember that one fucking weirdo? Yeah.
There's been a lot of weirdos, honey. A lot.
And there's been more than one.
More than
Yeah.
one. More than plenty. But could find
People trying to
American Groove.
fuck David.
American Groove. I think it's American Groove Pod. And if you want to check out more of the pod, you could find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Lost in the Groove Pod. So with that, we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace, motherfuckers.
Peace, motherfuckers. Well, I have to end this. Well, let me see.